This episode of MaineLife is brought to you in part by the Maine Office of Tourism. There's so much to love about Maine. The people, the places, the food. And we're here to share it all with you. Each week, our team brings you the very best of vacation land. This is MaineLife.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
We stumbled upon this property and it absolutely captured my heart. I couldn't help but envision growing and farming here and inviting people into the space.
It's art on the walls, it's art for you to listen to, it's art for you to taste.
It's artisans with a simple tool and a skill creating something magical.
You know, it's beautiful here. The abundance of lakes in the southern half of the state where we live is unbelievable.
Maine continues to surprise and inspire me. After living and working in this beautiful state my entire life, I continue to discover new places and meet a lot of hardworking and interesting people. Just one of the reasons I love supporting MaineLife. Each week, it takes us all somewhere new and exciting. Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Come into any of our locations and experience the difference. But until then, we hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
When you come to the lakes and mountains of Western Maine, you'll find a more relaxed way of life, with simple pleasures like fishing to the sound of loons, foraging for what the forest provides, or solving puzzles on family game night. It's a region which welcomes visitors with open arms and sees them return year after year, because, well, it's the way life should be. We're starting our country getaway in Waterford, Maine, with a stay at the Waterford Inne, a historic farmhouse turned bed and breakfast, complete with a renovated barn that hosts farm-to-table dining, local workshops, and live events.
We stumbled upon this property and it absolutely captured my heart. I couldn't help but envision growing and farming here and inviting people into the space. So this is an old farmhouse dating back to 1826. Those are the earliest records we have. We have 8 rooms. Guests join us for breakfast, either in the breakfast room in the winter or in the summer we eat in the barn. The barn is a century-old barn. We host events, yoga, sustainable workshops, and tasting menus on the weekend. My sense of design is very eclectic. I love to collect things from different time periods and eras. There's no real rhyme or reason sometimes, but it inspires me to see other people enjoy the space and continue to return year after year. There's a lot of local hikes and lakes that people enjoy. There's also a lot of antiquing and breweries and things to do, but I think ideally, we're not offering a city experience. People come here to connect with nature and to slow down. I have a background in farming. I've always been interested in cooking since I was a child, and I started to gain inspiration from foraging and how fleeting our season is here in Maine. So all of those interests and passions have combined into one, and in coalition with Brandon now too, our focus is on seasonality. Everything I either grow on property or source from other local, hyper-local farms, usually within 10 miles. We have our own chickens and want to expand our livestock as well. So we're really trying to introduce our community to seasonal eating and hopefully in more accessible ways.
It's been a great experience collaborating with Kember and planning out the farm for the year. That's definitely a dream of mine to be able to walk out of the restaurant, grab what I need, and come back and put it on the plate. I've been on the coast for a lot of the time, but now being deep in the woods, it's brought some great inspiration using pine trees and birch and mushrooms and really focusing in on what the forest has to offer. I feel like we're just getting started here. This is a lot of fun.
It's been a great start to our stay. Kember and team, thank you so much for your hospitality. There's so much intent and thoughtfulness that goes into every single piece of this property.
What an eclectic aesthetic for sure, from the unique furniture we see over here to the beautiful art that adorns the walls. And here we have a custom puzzle featuring the inn itself.
And our afternoon continues in Bridgeton, one of the neighboring communities, to actually meet one of the artisans who have been hand making these puzzles for over 29 years. You can customize them yourselves, and I know exactly what I'm getting you for your wedding.
Ooh, I'm excited.
A puzzle with my face on it.
I would expect nothing less.
Hi. Hi, Erin and Vanessa. Nice to meet you.
you.
Welcome
Thank
to my
you.
home and
Too.
studio for Elms Puzzles. And I also have Christiana here to meet you, who's the owner of Elms Puzzles.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having
Come
us.
on in. I started with the company in 1995 with Betsy and Fred Stewart, the original owners. And it takes about 6 months to a year to learn. And it's just practice. It's just practice and practice. And you start out making really big nubbies just to get that feel for how the wood turns with your saw. And then it just starts coming together. You start cutting smaller and smaller and get your 2 pieces per square inch. And it pays to have a little bit of artistic talent as far as drawing, so you can come up with the pieces. Everything that you see here, all these special pieces, what we call special pieces or whimsies, are drawn out ahead of time, and they're put on painter's tape and put on the puzzle, and that's the only lines I'll follow. The rest of the pieces are all just freehand.
And 29 years later, you're still doing it
Still
and loving
doing
it?
I still love it, have all my fingers.
All of our puzzles are made in homes, just like this one. We have 5 artisans sort of spread out between Harrison, Bridgeton, Waterford, and you can check out their work on our website, but you can also customize your own. And you can really work with our team to create the most unique, one-of-a-kind heirloom for you and your family. I've been doing Elms Puzzles for 25 years. My family are hardcore renters, so we have just always had one there. Every 6 weeks, new puzzle, and we blitz through it. I've had the best conversations with my dad over these puzzles. And so my favorite puzzles have been whichever ones have like really given my dad and I a run for our money. When the artisans have incorporated these tricks where you think something's an edge, but it's actually embedded within the puzzle. When they cut along the specific line of a piece, it's hard to describe, but it's infuriating in its creativity and its sort of craftsmanship, and any puzzle that showcases their talent is going to be a good time.
So do you have like levels of difficulty?
So we'll
or?
do less tricks for people that want them easy, and then many tricks for and anything in between that people want. And I like to torture people, and I would get hate letters. I would get this, that was the hardest puzzle, blah, 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 do it again. Yeah, so.
Everything that I associate with Elms Puzzles is what I admire about Maine. And I'm not a Mainer, and I can't claim to be. I merely love it and think it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. But it's the character of it. It's artisans with a simple tool and a skill creating something magical. And I think that there is something just authentically Maine about that. I think that there is something so deeply honest. And I don't know, we all spend too much time looking at our phones, streaming Netflix, and not enough time with family members, loved ones, friends, over a puzzle. It's incredible that this craft has been preserved and endures here in Maine.
At Berlin City, we give drivers a worry-free guarantee on service. That means no surprises when your vehicle needs maintenance. And with our complete vehicle care, every tire purchased is expertly installed by our ASE certified technicians and includes free tire rotations for the life of the tire. And with 2 years of complimentary road hazard coverage, you'll have peace of mind for miles down the road. That's our worry-free guarantee. Berlin City.
Have you seen Lexus's all-new GX 550? The Overtrail keeps the updated look with a little bit of an aggressive twist, giving you skid plates and the new bridge rail design for your rooftop. All Overtrail grades come standard with fixed running boards and extended fender flares to fit these all-terrain tires, which come standard on an 18-inch rim. There really is a GX trim for everyone. To get more information, contact us today at Berlin City Lexus.
From Bridgeton, we're now heading across Long Lake to the quaint town of Harrison, where impressive displays of artistry continue. At both Nest & Company and the Barking Chicken, owners Teresa and Andy Paddle have created spaces to celebrate this local talent.
This business really kind of came out of this true belief of creativity and artistic love from my family. I'm an artist myself. I love art. I got it from my father. It passed down to my kids. And I really have a passion for it, and I know how difficult it can be out there for artists. And I really wanted to create a place where artists could come in, they could show their work, showcase it, sell it, and not feel like they were not getting their worth for their products. Our photographer that's featured both in this space and in the bar, she is a local from Waterford, Maine. We have crafts from Bridgeton, which is just the town over. We have crafts from Norway. We have soaps from down East Maine, so we really focus a lot on our local products and trying to bolster that economy for all of the artists that we have in this area. Creativity carries over into our bar and restaurant right next door, which we're super excited to have because we also feature live music in that space, and those are all local artists and local musicians as well. So it carries over in the music, in the food, in the cocktails. It's art on the walls, it's art for you to listen to, it's art for you to taste. And we're super excited to be able to show that part of the business to you as well.
It has become quite a warm gathering place for local people to come in. No sports going on in the background on TVs, no pool tables, just conversation, live music, great art, great food, great cocktails, and great local Maine beers. It's been quite a journey so far.
This is some house sushi. We also have a shrimp top sushi with Meyer lemon. We've got chicken butter curry with grilled naan bread.
Yum.
And of course our house charcuterie board with house-made pickles and a variety of cured Italian meats and cheese.
This is one happy hour. I'm really
happy.
Very happiest hour. Look at how beautiful.
Sushi goddess, everybody, right here at the Barking Chicken in Harrison, Maine. Thank you.
I've been devouring this. It's
so
incredible.
Good. Thank you both.
You owe me a cocktail.
We're back at the Waterford Inn for dinner and drinks, where the ever-changing menu shines a light on Maine's fleeting seasons and focuses on indigenous ingredients and sustainable wild foods.
So we do wine pairings here. I love to focus on wine that's produced in Maine. Cider, blueberry wine, even in our local terroir. But tonight I'm serving a natural Italian wine. We find that it pairs well with our fluke dish, and you'll be having halibut as well. I like to push people a little bit out of their comfort zones when it comes to wine and food alike. So we're hoping that people come here with open minds and trying unfamiliar wines and unfamiliar flavors.
So a few bites to start you off. In the teacup is a peach amazake. This is a drinkable rice porridge. And these are John's River oysters, dressed in a shiso mignonette with lacto-fermented tomato and sea rocket oil. And in the middle is a crispy kale snack, and this sits on a Danish rye crisp.
Thank you so much. It's
like
beautiful. It is.
Thank you.
It's too pretty to eat, but we'll eat it.
Enjoy.
Wow, I've never had that before. I don't even know how to describe it.
Dish after dish, every course presented something new and completely different, but never inaccessible.
This is fluke, one of my favorite fish in the world.
I explored foods I'd never even thought of before and was completely caught up in this creative dining adventure.
This is an ice cream of anise hyssop. So a little bit minty, a little licoricey. And then just to end the night with a little fun, we spritz this with some absinthe to echo the licorice.
So you're so happy.
Have fun with that.
Well, Good evening, everybody. We'll be continuing our stay here, and good
see you at
night.
breakfast.
We'll see you in the morning.
For over 153 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has been a community bank for everyone. Whether it's providing convenient account access, quick and easy loan process, or supporting the community, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's always been about integrity and doing what's right for the customer and our communities. I'm Andrew Silsby, and I invite you to come into a Kennebec Savings Bank location and experience the difference.
There are times we need to pause, to take a breath, and a beat, and reawaken the senses. Plan your trip at visitmaine.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Bowen, Vice President of Operations at Hannaford Supermarkets. I cannot think of a better place to work or live than right here in Maine. Hannaford has been part of our community since 1883, and our commitment to our associates, our customers, and our state still guide us today. Whether you're a student looking for flexible hours, or if you're interested in a long-term career, we have many opportunities that may be just right for you. From the way we celebrate our culture to how we support our communities, together we are greater than groceries.
At Poland Spring, we've called Maine home since 1845 and are proud to be part of the community. Over the past 2 decades, investing more than $12 million in the place that we call home. Poland Spring, 100% natural spring water.
To build the Honda CR-V Hybrid, we took everything you love about the CR-V and kicked it up a notch with excellent fuel efficiency and greater power. The CR-V and CR-V Hybrid from Honda.
Good morning.
Good morning. You ready to go fishing?
It looks like you are.
Ready for breakfast as well.
I'm ready for breakfast.
Let's go.
We started day 2 with a delicious breakfast of local lamb hash with poached eggs before heading out to Long Lake. Here we meet our fishing guides at the one and only Village Tie-Up Market in Deli.
This truly is a fixture of town. It will be here long after we're gone. It was here long before we got here. Where else can you have a boat pull up to a dock, a truck pull up to a gas pump, and then have somebody pull in on a farm-all tractor at the same time? That to me is the American way it's living. Love it.
We have some great employees. They've been with us for a really long time, and there's multiple people in the same family, sometimes generationally. We've had people's sons, grandsons, everybody, granddaughters work here.
Erin and Vanessa, your order's all set. The order for Erin and Vanessa is all set.
That small town living, I think, is something that our kids will appreciate over time. And this small little store is much more than a store, it's a family.
Have a great day, have fun.
Hey guys.
Hey, ready to go?
Welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, I'm CJ Harmon. I own and operate Bare Meadow Guide Service. We're a fishing and hunting guide service.
Great day.
So I'm Dan with Songo River Guide Service. It's a guide service that's mainly fishing, everything from open water, trolling, bass fishing, fly fishing, and then we also do ice fishing in the winter.
Life jackets, check. Fishing license, check.
There you go, perfect. In general, being a Maine guide is basically stewards of the outdoors, right? So our job is to basically bring people who may not normally get that experience and teach them the right way to do it, so that they can go back to wherever they come from and they can be like, yeah, you know, I got a real authentic Maine experience. And that's what we strive to do. Trolling is super traditional in Maine, so this is probably what people most want to do, is to troll, because that's the main way, I guess you could say. But it's gotten a lot more sophisticated than it used to be. Totally. It used to be just a canoe and a little motor or a little boat, and now it's GPS guided electric motors, and makes it more fun.
I love Maine, and our fishery is unbelievable. We have everything from smallmouth bass to largemouth bass to world-class crappie in the state of Maine. That's huge in other parts of the country that we never realized we had here until you start talking to people from outside of Maine and they come here. You know, it's beautiful here. The abundance of lakes in the southern half of the state where we live is unbelievable. Some days our choices of where we're going to take a client fishing is probably the hardest choice we have to make during the day.
Yeah, good.
Oh, there's a fish.
Look.
That's a fish.
Yes.
Is it a perch?
It's just a white perch. Yep, little guy.
Hey.
It's a start. You gotta start someplace.
He's so cute. I love it.
I grew up with my grandfather teaching me how to fish. He was a big conservationist. He followed the laws to a T. You know, our law book is very complicated for a reason, and we know how to read it, and so we can help people with that. Yep, so you got a fish. I think that's what you get out of a Maine Guide is you get a safe trip, you get a fun trip, and you get a respectable trip when it comes to laws and how you do things.
And a
like that.
successful trip.
Hopefully a successful trip.
Oh, yeah. Come on, you. He's a monster.
This place has got huge perch. Yeah. Another one. Do it nice and easy, just nice steady reeling. Oh, it's a
salmon. Nice little salmon.
Bye, buddy.
Slimy high five.
High five.
Thank you to Dan and CJ for a great day out on the water, and to all Maine Guides for the work they do preserving and protecting Maine's outdoor traditions. But now it's time to get back to shore for the last stop on our Lakes Region adventure. We were told Fluvial Brewing was in the middle of nowhere. Others called it off the beaten path. Well, we decided we couldn't leave Harrison without discovering this hidden gem for ourselves.
People walk through the back door normally not knowing what's out here, and then they just see a vast, beautiful view of the Oxford foothills here. And you can see they'll grab a beer, they'll sit with some friends, and all of a sudden, you know, the weight of the world is lifted off their shoulders and they're just relaxed.
Sean and I own 40 acres here, and our property abuts 365 acres of Loon Echo Land Trust property that is all reserved for recreational purposes. So what we've tried to design here is a destination brewery where you come, you enjoy, and you know, all around us you can go running, you can snowshoe, biking, skiing. There's activities here for everyone.
The whole brewery concept came from family and having young kids, and I worked in Portland and I had an hour-and-a-half commute one way. So as life was kind of flashing before our eyes and the kids were getting a little older, we decided to give it a go and start a business. And we live next door, so now we're always present and able to take them to school and pick them up from school and all the things that are really important in life.
This is right in our neighborhood. This is great for the little town of Harrison and Bridgeton and Waterford. They've got yard games, they've got comedy shows, they've got food trucks that come in on the weekends, and it's a lot of fun for the community.
It's just a beautiful spot to be at, enjoying a beer. Maine's a place to be. It's simple, it's quiet, and it's a great life and great beer.
Welcome to the tasting room. We have up to 12 beers on tap.
Oh, wow.
Including, on this list here, our Peanut Butter Stout, Cosmic Eclipse, Tropic Dancer, one of our more popular IPAs, our Soccer Mom's Delight Pumpkin Beer, and our Saison. So we strike a pretty balanced variety here.
So what's your favorite part of living the Maine life here in Harrison?
Well, not only the people and where we live and the laid-back lifestyle, if you turn that into brewing beer, I love the art and the science and being able to create something that people enjoy. With small business and being a small business owner and operator with Lisa, my wife, we find that the puzzle of navigating small business to be amazing, and I enjoy the challenge. She's really the brains behind the operation, and I just fix everything that breaks and make beer.
Cheers from Fluvial Brewing, all day, every day.
Cheers! Thanks so much for watching this episode of MaineLife, the best life. To follow our adventures, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and our website. All of our content is also on YouTube. And to get inspired, plan your trip at visitmaine.com. We'll see you next week. Hi, everybody.
No, I can't. I can't. No.
Wow, that was just going all over the place, man.
That's okay. And Colleen.
Holly.
Collie.
Holly.
Holly. You said it that. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My hearing aid don't work.